also the director of tourism.
Mr. Yang, back in the days, you were a footballer or what? What was your favorite sport?
Well, I was a sportsman. What I always say that if you grew up in Banjul those years, you become an all-rounder, because during that time, Banjul had space. We had the clubhouse, we had the Wembley at that time, which was part of State House now. And in most of the streets, we played cricket, we played service, we played tennis, we played everything. And I think this is something that is lacking at the moment. People started from the grassroots, and they started when they were young and started playing tennis with bats and all that. They started playing football, they started playing cricket. So that's why most of the people who were older than us were all-rounders. They were footballers, they were cricketers, they played tennis. And this is something that is lacking at the moment. That's why we have serious problems in all sports, because people do not start from the grassroots. If you look at football at the moment, you look at the standard of football during the 70s and now, I can say that the standards of the 70s were better than the standards we have at the moment. So I think we need to look at that because of the mere fact that, well, we need to create the infrastructure in the first place so that at least people have somewhere to train and all that, so that youngsters have the habit of training and then building up a career in sports. Coming back to your question, I have been a footballer. I played football during school days. I was a goalkeeper. And we have this history of goalkeepers in our family. My father told me once that he was a goalkeeper. He played for the police at one time. I had a brother late, we call him Donkey. He also played for Real de Banjul, who was also a goalkeeper. And most of my family members, Jalma, Pamodu played for Real, Bachsamba played for Real, Jibunyang played for Real. So we are a sporting family. I also played for Real, and later became manager of Real de Banjul. In fact, it was during my tenure as manager that we won the Guinness Cup. And also, I was a leading table tennis player. And to be honest, when we came back from Ghana, myself, Djibu Diouf, late Mustafa Conte, Jonkuna Dafe, we revolutionized table tennis, because we were training with Ghana's top table tennis players, Okan Kwe, the Ethel Jacks, and all that. As a result of it, when we came back, I mean, we came and we were champions. I was a champion of the Gambia in table tennis, and I was also second in the university games when I was studying in Norway. So, and also, in addition, you remember that I was also the manager of Sunwing football team. And that time we had the best team, and we won several trophies when I was managing the female side. And you had the Amijangs, the J5s, Ramatulai Jallo, and so many other good players. And as I said, I come from a sporting family, and I've really contributed towards sports in the Gambia.
Okay, so now tell us which one you like most, and what are you doing presently?
Well, as I said, tourism is my field, and whatever I have in this world today, it's because of tourism. That's why I said always that whatever is good in tourism, I'll be the first person to say, and whatever is bad in tourism, I'll be the first person to say it, because this is my future, this is everything to me. And as I said, I mean, I have been involved in tourism since its inception, and I have been working towards looking at the areas where I can contribute to my utmost. And this is exactly what I have done together with my partners by convincing them to open the school. Because I have a lot of things to share in tourism, as a result of which we built up this institution to ensure that the youngsters would learn from us. Because looking at tourism, most of the time I see there is no institutional memory. And with me being involved, I am involved in a lot of committees of the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, and I will continue to be part of these committees to serve. Because, I mean, people come and go, but we are here to stay. And with our contribution, we are building up this institution, which over the past 4 years, we've produced a lot of guys who are working in top management positions in the hotels. And just to say that recently we've had contacts with Emirates, and you have almost about 9 Gambians flying with Emirates. Wow. Through our contacts. Most of them are, some of them are students, some of them have been working in industry, and they've been selected through our contacts. And this is something that we are building up to build up the capacity of the tourism, not only for the Gambia, but for the outside world, because wherever they go, they are Gambians. And we think we owe it to our nations as development tourism. When we look at the sub-region, we are top in the sub-region in terms of tourism development. We do a lot of things with our partners in Nigeria. At the moment, we are working with Nigerians. We are hoping that if it materializes, we've signed an MOU, and we are hoping that we can get about 100 students from Nigeria to come and study in this institution. And that would be a big plus for the Gambia and Africa as a whole.
Okay. One last question, though, Mr. Yang, is that what do you think of ecotourism?
Well, ecotourism is something that we have been looking at. In fact, we have a course on ecotourism, and we are saying that is the best alternative, because you bring people to the Gambia, and the Gambia is not only Banjul and its environment. People have to go to the hinterland to experience nature, to experience how people live, and also to ensure that there is sustainability. Because when we talk of sustainability, we're talking of people surviving from tourism, and also preserving the real culture of the Gambia. So I think promoting ecotourism would help us in ensuring that people visit the hinterland to be able to see how people live in its reality.
Hello once again, good morning. It's the DIY show, and the show where we teach you how to make different things, ranging from birthday cards, clothing, flower vase, earrings, and a lot more accessories. But this time we're going different. As I said, we have lots of occasions coming up. Christmas is around the corner, New Year's around the corner. Every month or every week, every other day, it's a friend's birthday, it's an aunt's birthday. So we want to encourage people to spend less, get cards, try and learn how to make cards on your own. So on this show today, I'm going to teach you how to make a basic simple card. It depends on you. You can decide to do a birthday card, a wedding card, but we'll give you tips on how to do this. Now, first of all, on the show, I'll show you what are the materials that you need to do what we'll be doing on the show. And most important, you'll need paper. This is a decorated paper, and you've got gold on it. So if you really can't get a paper like this, you just get a plain sheet of paper, go to the market, get glittery nail polish, and you can do that yourself. I'll show you how to do that before the end of the show. Now, be very mindful if you're choosing the color of paper that you're going to be using to make your birthday cards. As you've seen on display here, I've got 3 different colors. I've got the green one, I've got the black one, and I've also got the rust one. Now, different colors can represent different occasions. For example, it's not advisable to use a black card to do a birthday card. But if it's more or less like a condolence card, then you might want to use a black card. Or if it's for a formal occasion, you can use a black card and then put a white ribbon on it, because you don't want to go too pink and you also don't want to go too dark. So the occasion should be taken into consideration when choosing the color of card that you want to make. For example, one that is this green, this can be used to make a card for a boy. It can be for a christening, it can be a birthday card or anything. And this kind of color you can use, no offense to the grandmothers, I love you so much, but you can use this kind of card to make a card for your grandmother or your granddad, because the color is not too kiddie, and then it's also not too over the top. So put into consideration the color of card before you make your card. Apart from the card, you'll need a pencil. Now, I've got a